Hey, this is Jake,
And Josh from Greta Van Fleet.
and you're watching Ambi.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia, and I would like to welcome you to my interview with Jake and Josh from Greta Van Fleet. Hello.
Hello.
partner.
Thanks for
Hello.
having us.
Thank you so much for joining me. How are you two doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
A little tired. I got a lot of. I could go for a manicure.
That's a shame.
A nice martini could be good. But no, I'm fine. Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks
Of
for asking.
course.
I'd rather be on the verge of feeling like I've died, so thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Is that just the tour van like kicking in and that kind of stuff? It's just
I
like
just think it's just insane travel all the time. But we have a few days off coming up, so that'll be nice. Get into some nature, you know.
Amazing.
I know that you've been in Toronto for a couple of days. So how have us Canucks been treating you guys?
Pretty great.
Fantastically. We
Yeah.
feel right at home. I mean, we're from like just
skipping a
below
jump.
the border in Michigan, so
Yeah.
it's great.
And you'd think we would have been here earlier, but we haven't. Never, ever been here. And I actually quite really like it.
That's awesome then.
Yeah.
We've been
Good.
to Bahrain before we were in Canada.
Yeah. I don't know
Isn't
how that works.
wrong?
That's strange.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it just never lined up and you just never traveled or took trips.
I
and-
guess, and there was
Yeah.
just so many dates of different shows going on, and finally we made our way here. It feels about right. you
Yeah,
know?
well, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Feel welcome.
Well, I like I'm speaking on behalf of Canada, by the way.
Yeah,
there, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
welcome to our country.
Yeah, we were up at Blues Festival. What was the one in Quebec?
Yeah.
Quebec was it?
Oh, International Summerfest?
Yeah, was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was about 70,000 people there.
Amazing.
It was like,
They
welcome to
made us
Canada.
feel pretty at home.
I
bet.
You might as well speak on it.
When you have that many people and you're trying to focus on a show, is it hard to at times when you're like, wow, this is just look out there?
To that extent, yes. When it's that number of people, that's when I sort of, get a little, like intrepidated because my I could be totally psychologically there, but physically my legs at that show are getting a little, weak. I thought that's strange. I'm not gonna lock them.
Yeah.
At least keep it real
Yeah.
loose.
I always find myself playing on like a different plane when there's that many people. Like I'm just everything is totally elevated, all senses, all and then my playing just goes through the roof. I'm
It's
like,
amazing.
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
well,
the
go
voice
ahead.
is such a physical thing. I don't know if it's always that way for me.
You can use them as bats. We were talking about
Yeah.
that before.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Well, I loved hearing that whenever you go to a city, you usually don't leave without a new article of clothing. So have you been able to
Yes.
find anything while here? Any good finds on this tour?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I went to a Blue Jays game.
I saw you
Actually,
repping that at
great.
Rebel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I've got that piece now.
Nice.
Lovely piece, really. So what about
I haven't
you?
had a chance. No, I haven't had a chance to go out and look around for that stuff yet.
Okay.
But next time maybe. I was a little disappointed, but it was pretty busy.
At least you have a good excuse, right?
Yeah. Well, I was on the beach anyway.
Sipping martinis on the beach.
Yeah,
I haven't found
yeah.
anything yet.
Well, for me, the first tune that you ever recorded being Highway Tune is one of my favorite tracks by you guys. So I was wondering, when you are traveling from place to place on the highway, are there any go-to bands that you love listening to? Any tunes that you love jamming?
Ooh, we listened to quite a bit of Adele. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah.
I like Adele. I like.
Fleet Foxes.
There's a new band, Cloves. She's very cool.
Okay.
She's very good. Yeah, the Fleet Foxes is a good one.
They're amazing.
Helplessness Blues, I think,
Isn't it?
as an album is like one of the
You
best
can't help but
ever.
harmonize anytime you listen to a Fleet
Yeah.
Foxes song.
Yeah, it kind of like you were saying when you're on stage with that many people, it's like this
Elevates.
elevated
Yeah.
thing. I don't know, Joni Mitchell I like listening to. Love John Denver. Not all of it's
That's
great,
awesome.
but a lot of it is phenomenal stuff.
And what about you? What do you like listening to?
For me, I've been listening to a lot of UK stuff, so like the Wombats, Mystery
Oh, yeah.
Jets,
Nice.
Bombay Bicycle
The
Club.
Wombats,
I adore.
they're cool.
They're amazing. Yeah, they're actually in Toronto, I think, this Sunday with Weezer. So that's
Oh,
sick.
cool.
Yeah,
No
so
way.
there's some people I've been jamming lately.
Yeah, right on.
So what can you tell me about Tom Hanks approving the forthcoming album release?
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
Well, it's been Tom Hanks
Oh.
approved, I guess.
I guess, yeah. No, it's really funny because he was sitting in his wife kind of brought him in because he
Rita
was coming
Wilson
from a
was.
shoot in Louisiana, I think, and he'd just driven 10 hours, so he was a little tired, and she brought him in, and he listened to a few of the tracks over the new album, and he goes, "Boys, that's just bitchin'. I think that's just," and he like, all right, and he really did like it.
That's very neat.
So, yeah, very sweet guy,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
really.
But
Pretty genuine.
it's like when you're thinking about it, it's like when would you ever sort of perceive that as a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, we're going into work today. You know, and Tom Hanks is going to drop by around. It's one of those things, you know.
I'm sure you've had a lot of those surreal moments.
Yeah. Just last night, Dave Grohl came running on the bus, our bus, and he started pouring Jaeger shots because he brought Jaeger.
And then I came in slightly after, and he was in there with Sam and Josh taking shots, and I started yelling at him and swearing. I'm like, "Get off my bus!"
He's like, "Oh, it's medicinal. It's medicinal," and he's just he has this energy of like a child, you know. He's just so
outgoing,
in touch, and enthusiastic and alive and in love with music. I mean, they have a jam room behind the stage, so they just play music all day.
And they they're playing like 3-hour shows and stuff. They're supposed to go on to like.
I was like half dressed,
and they're jamming before they go on for like a couple hours, and they get on and they end up playing a 3-hour show. It's insane.
Pretty cool to be a part of, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No big.
Not big at all. Not a big deal.
Well, it seems that you have been able to meet a lot of very cool names in the industry, not just in the industry like Tom Hanks. Who was that one person, though, where if you kind of learned that they discovered your music and loved them, you would just really freak out down inside?
Paul McCartney. Ooh. That would be pretty good for me, I think.
Well, that's a good answer.
Yeah, Paul McCartney is pretty good. I mean, they have Elton John hanging out and coming and listening, and that was just surreal.
I bet.
You know, that's just like... that's what I would have said if he hadn't already come to you know, or had us, you know, play him. But yeah, so that was pretty amazing.
Maybe Neil Young.
Okay.
Neil Young, because he's
I like that. Yeah.
I feel like if he liked it, then it must be really good because he's because he I don't know. Imagine at this point in his career, he's probably he knows what he likes, he knows what he doesn't like, you know.
That'd be a pretty nice nod to come from him.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Other than that, I think we're just doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, doing our thing.
It's cool. You never know who's going to be the next person. Just be like, hey, guys, I dig you. So
I know.
Right.
Just always keep your minds open and never kind of block
Lance
that
Armstrong.
off.
Yeah. We ran into Lance Armstrong at a...
Oh yeah, that.
We played a bike race, and it was a small thing. It was one-off, and we were still in like a van, and...
Carson
City, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carson City. And we were just hanging out, and he just showed up, and we were talking to him, a nice guy, and our day-to-day manager, do you know who that is you're just talking to? No, that was Lance Armstrong. You know, oh!
You didn't even know in the moment.
No.
Wow.
So that kind of stuff, it just kind of like...
Yeah.
Strange how that works out.
Maybe next time it'll be Neil Young and Paul McCartney. Never know.
Never know.
Why not?
Maybe both at the same time, right?
That would just... I don't even think I'd be able to talk. I just stopped my tracks.
Yeah. See, there are those very few people that can do that, who have the ability where you're like...
Woof.
Yeah. And then, you know, everybody else has a mutual sort of level of respect in the sense that, hey, you know, I've grown up listening to your music, you appreciate my music, and it's like... That's a phenomenal thing, but Paul McCartney and Neil Young would probably be those people that you're like,
oh, very neat. Well, after I listened to the band's music, I remember following you guys on all the social platforms, and like, you guys have such a cool and groovy aesthetic. Like, I love throwback clothes, and it's like very close to home for the stuff that I love buying as well. So I was wondering, though, when you look back at older fashion fads that you went through, are there any that you're a little embarrassed of, and you're like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
I mean, other than kind of looking like a fraggled-faced, like, you know, a baseball kind of kid chewing a big wad of bubble gum, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah. I had this one shirt that was all white, and it had green stripes on it. And I still think it's really cool, but it just fit me like crap.
I used to be Ron Howard.
And so I just didn't like it. I had that one shirt, though. That was...
You know what I mean? What was that, in the Andy Griffith show? Yeah, that kind of thing.
Wow. Okay, that's a look.
That's a look, right?
Amazing, bro.
Well, here on the site, we not only interview musicians like yourselves, but I also interview wrestlers. So I was wondering, oh yeah, I love it. So I was wondering if you guys,
that's fun.
Most of them are crazy to interview, especially when you interview them in their personas and stuff. They can go a little bit off the rails.
I could do my persona for you.
I was about to ask, do you have any?
No, I don't have any. Actually, yes, but I'm not drunk enough right now, so it doesn't.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, his name is Jimmy Gonads, and he's just politically incorrect in every way. He just kind of embodies. He kind of embodies sort of a lot of the political garbage that you just don't. most people just don't have any, palate for it. So
Okay.
the idea was just to embody, hate and fear. It was like a scary, it's just like, it would be like maybe a cross between Tony Clifton and Hunter Thompson or something. I don't know.
Imani's Charlie, the alcoholic Australian. Nice to meet you.
That's just something
That's
you made
it.
up on the spot.
What? I was just jealous. He had one and I didn't.
Yeah.
Why was there already one that you kind of had? Are you wrestling fans, or just something that
No, I
randomly you
just
thought of?
kind of thought about it. I don't know.
Do
We
you know
always
who Andy
just
Kaufman is?
inventing.
Yeah, of course.
And he did the wrestling
Yeah.
thing like that?
Yeah, that was so Tony
That-
Clifton is one
Tony
of his
Clifton.
characters that I thought was just brilliant. I don't know. We always just kind of making up characters and sketches and things,
Okay.
Yeah, we've always done that. So.
Oh, really? It's something you've been doing since you were little, just kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
letting the imagination go wild?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
And
Yeah.
if you were to kind
That
of
would be mine.
If you were going to keep these personas and have a band play your entrance or out into the ring, which band would do that for you?
We had talked about dressing in disguises and opening for ourselves.
But we would,
That would
but
be
we would be kind of
amazing.
like spoofing the Grateful Dead.
We're glad they had us open for them.
We were gonna be like Dr. Nixon's, what was it?
Electric
Dr. Nixon's Electric Liquid Light
Light-
Show
yeah,
Experiments
that-
or something.
Yeah, what was one
Just
song?
like in one of those hippie jams.
Was that
Yeah.
when Sam came up and it was like
Ormsby.
Ormsby, Bug Nut, and the Fish Sticks?
And what stopped you? Why haven't
That's
you
such a
done
Sam
this
thing.
yet?
I don't know. You actually, honestly,
question.
probably only a matter of time. You know what I mean?
Just be waiting.
It just
for
sounds
it.
like too much fun, too entertaining
Yeah.
not to do.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
I'll
totally.
know.
Yeah, you'll know.
Well, just to wrap things up, I do want to circle things back to the fans who'll be viewing. Is there anything you want to say? Because your fan base is absolutely incredible.
The music
Yeah,
is you.
The music is you. Yeah, we're finishing up now with our, first full-length album, and we're really excited to, get it out and see.
We
what
have a new
people think.
single coming out this month,
Amazing.
Ooh, 17th.
the 17th. Yes, when the curtain falls.
Oh.
There it is.
It's a funny way
There's
to
a little promotional thing.
Very
Uh-huh.
nice.
Tuesday,
Ooh.
when the curtain falls.
Yes.
Super
And the
exciting.
curtain will fall.
And the curtain will fall. Yeah, that was good.
That's good,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that
you
would be
got
like
it.
the
I don't
end
know.
right
I'm trying to
there.
think of something else. Something like
I mean, like when the curtain falls.
the show must go on, or some
Serious.
cliche Hollywood bullshit. I don't know.
Oh, I think those are beautiful parting words. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Likewise, thank you.
Until next time we're gonna dress up.
Please.
Yeah.
I'll even come completely different. I'll
Yeah,
just do an
please.
interview. No one will even know it's my show. It'll be
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes, that would be great. That'd be amazing.
And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at aliciatoot.com for all exclusive interviews and features. See ya.